Hey guys, it's Mia Redrick here, the mom strategist. Now, I am so excited about the scope today. I'm going to be sharing very simply how you can build a successful coaching business in just 4 simple steps. How to build a successful coaching practice in just four little steps. That's it. That's all I'm going to do, Colleen. I'm Mia Redrick. I'm the mom strategist, and I support clients with both life and business success. You can always check me out at miaredrick.com, miaredrick.com, or on my Facebook page, Mia Redrick, the mom strategist. Make sure we stay connected over there beyond Periscope. Great Saturday to you also, Colleen. Good to see you. I'm going to break this all the way down. You guys are going to love this. Regina's in the house. I am so excited because today I'm going to share with you guys, if you're a coach, you're going to benefit from the scope today. Please share on Twitter, on Facebook, on Periscope. I'm going to share. Thank you so much, Regina, for the super heart. I love it. Hey, Chris, good to see you. I'm going to be breaking down four simple steps on how to build a successful coaching practice. Yeah, it's just 4 simple steps, and I'm going to break it down all the way down. And my only goal is to support you moving forward. If you ever thought that building a wildly successful coaching practice is difficult, it's not. Okay, I'm going to show you exactly what I did do over the years to be able to build my business. There are 4 simple things that I did do, and sure, there are many other things that I did, but these are the 4 components of what I did do. I know this is going to support you guys. Now, here's the structure of the call tonight. I'm going to teach, and then I'm going to open it up for Q&A, live Q&A, and that's my opportunity to serve you guys in some way, and that's it. So please share on Twitter, on Facebook, on Periscope. I have had an amazing day. Okay. Can I tell you I have an amazing day? And I am on fire. I hope you can feel my energy because I am like so pumped up. Thank you, Regina, for sharing. I'm Mia Redrick. I am the mom strategist. I'm a business coach, and I got started in my business 13 years ago. At least conceptually, I had this idea that I wanted to go to work as myself, and what that meant to me was that I wanted to package my gifts, my talent, my skills, my education, my professional experience into a product that I could monetize. Can you relate to that? If you can relate to that, right, I can relate to that, all right? And I wasn't really sure how I could do it, so I went to a small business resource center in my town. Thank you so much. And I met with the director of this small business resource center. What they do is help small businesses get started. And I was told by the director of that center that my idea, mom coaching, that it didn't make any sense, that I should go back to work, that I should give up on this thing, all right, that has been my dream. And I'm so grateful that I didn't do that, that I kept searching and looking for someone that could support me. I ended up bumping into, at the time, the 2nd highest paid coach in the country, all right? And I hired her as my coach. It was the first time I was ever exposed to what I call time-rich models, a person that was able to generate income in a way that was not trading time for dollars, okay? Terry Levine. And I always shout her out because her models changed my life. She's a dear friend of mine, an incredible, confident, great friend, and more importantly, my coach, right? And I love what she's done for me. And so as a result of working with her, I had the opportunity to see behind the curtain of how to build a time-rich business. And I've done exactly that. Fast forward, I've coached thousands of clients literally around the world. But the coolest part is that I've done this from the comfort of my home. So I'm a coach, and I never had to go on the road to get clients. And if this is something that appeals to you, because maybe you thought in order for you to grow your coaching business, you had to be a speaker, right? And you had to go on the road. But I never went on the road. I always built my business from the comfort of my home. And I love that. I love the option that it provides. And I love the flexibility that it provides. I love the fact that, I could always be sure that I could generate income, and it wasn't based on my ability to perform. And if this excites you, you're going to love what I'm going to talk about tonight, which really are the 4 things that I did to build a successful coaching practice. I really only did 4 things, all right? And to build my business. I'm going to share that with you. My only goal is to support you. For those of you, this is going to be particularly for you if you are an author, if you're a speaker, you're a coach, you're a consultant. If you are a coach, you're going to get so much value from what I'm going to share with you tonight. And as a result of building my business the right way, as a result of knowing how to build a solid infrastructure as a coach, I've been a full-time entrepreneur for over a decade. And I tell you this because I consider it a tremendous accomplishment. My kids are 19, 15, and 12 years old, and they have never seen mom or dad work a job, a J-O-B, never. My husband and I own a commercial laundry as well. And I tell you this because, I know there's a lot of flash cash ideas out there, but one of the things that Pat and I really focused on is when we got free, we stayed free. And we've been able to build businesses that have created sustainable success for over 2 decades. And I'm really proud about that. And that's why I want to tell you guys this. But I will tell you that there was nothing more meaningful to me than when my husband developed kidney disease over 8 years ago. And when he developed kidney disease, I didn't have to not be where I needed to be, which was there for him. I didn't have to lose my income because my job was saying, if you don't come to work, you don't get paid. I was the boss, and I had a passive way to generate income from the comfort of my home. And I could still be available for my kids. I didn't have to choose. And for some of you guys out here, this is totally going to support you if in fact you are choosing in your life and you're sick of it. You know what I mean? You're tired of that and you want a new option. And you've been looking for a business, or maybe you have a business, but it's not where you want it to be. This is totally going to support you. Now, do me a favor and please share today on Twitter, on Facebook, and of course on Periscope, because I'm going to break this all the way down. If you look, the 4 steps, the 4 things that I did do to grow a successful coaching practice, that's what I'm going to share today. That's it. That's all I'm going to share. All right. And it's really very simple. All right. When you guys hear my story and you hear what I did do, you're going to realize that you can do the exact same thing. A lot of times people don't do what they need to do because they just don't know that they can do it, because maybe you haven't heard somebody's story. But I'm going to break that down today. As a result of growing our businesses, one of the things that I will say that I love so much is that we've been able to give our kids, thank you so much, we've been able to give our kids a world-class education. Pat and I have invested over $700,000 in our kids' private school tuition. And I know that there's a mom or dad out there that the reason that you want to grow a business is because maybe you just want to give your kids the kind of education, the kind of start that you want. I'm into that. All right? And to me, if you build your business properly, it can be there for you in that way. Or maybe you just want to date your husband, your spouse in the middle of the day. All right? And you don't want to date on the weekends, right? You just want to have the choice of freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it with the people that you want to do it with. Running a great and amazing business will allow you that. Or maybe you just want time freedom in terms of, I enter my office at 11:30, 12:30 every day. I love that. And maybe you just want to build a business that allows you to do that. I'm into that. All right. I love it. I work out every single day, Monday through Friday. A lot of you guys get to see me when I do my gym scope. I love it. And I don't have anybody yanking my chain, telling me where I need to be or telling me where I can't be. I've been able to see every single thing that I want to see. Thank you. You want to give back to your husband, right? So I've been able to see whatever I wanted to see with my kids. Every school play, every game. And that might not be your thing, but I think that there's somebody out there that's listening to me. And the reason you want to run a business is because you're sick of not being able to see the things you want to see. And if that's the case, you're going to love what I'm going to share with you today. And I always like to keep it 100% because the reality is the people that love what I am about are interested in understanding that their life informs their business. Your life informs your business. Your business does not inform your life. And if you're interested in quality of life and how do you obtain it, you got to have time, you got to have money to do that, right? To do the things you want to do. Or maybe you want to run a business because maybe there's somebody in your family that you need to be there for and you want to be able to financially invest in them. Maybe it's your parents. When my husband developed kidney disease 8 years ago, one of the things that I loved the fact was that we could hire a private doctor for him. And he had a doctor that had less than 25 patients so he could get an elevated level of care. Maybe that's something that you want to do. All right. But having an amazing income will allow you to do that. All right. And I want you to I want you to get this. What I want you to know is that the things that I'm into, I'm not into things that are material. I'm not interested in things that will fade away. I'm interested in things that create real change and sustainable success for your family. Sure, you can buy great handbags. Sure, you can take great vacations. And those are all the benefits of growing an amazing business. And I get to do that. But that is not what is amazing to me about growing the business that I have. I love the fact that I get to spend my time with the people that matter the most in my life. You know what I mean? And I'm in control of that. And if you're interested in that, then you're going to love what I'm teaching you today. All right? Okay. All right. So if you guys are ready to hear the 4 ways to build a profitable coaching practice, 4 things that I recommend that you do, that I want you to write, I'm ready, Mia, and then I will get started here. If you haven't shared yet on Twitter, on Facebook, and of course on Periscope, please share. Come on. Let's share, because I'm going to be bringing my A game on this scope today. And my only goal is to support those of you who are the Mommy Moguls ready. Regina's ready. Hello there. Australia's ready. Bootleg is ready. Chris is ready. Anybody else ready? And I do believe, hey there, Jocelyn. Good to see you. I do believe you have to be ready. Thank you for sharing, Jocelyn. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys are sharing. Who's ready to rock and roll? You're ready to rock and roll, okay? You have to be ready to receive, all right? So I'm going to bring my A game. All right. So today I'm going to get started. The 4 ways, Jocelyn is ready, that I recommend if you want to build a coaching business, you want it to be profitable, you want it to be successful, you want to support more people, you want to do it in a way that's congruent with your life. These are the 4 things that I did do. Number one is you need to build a product leveraging what you know. All right, somebody write leveraging what you know. Leveraging what you know. Okay, so what do I mean by that? I mean that if you want to build an incredible coaching practice, build a business based on the results and the outcome, the problems that you know how to solve. Yeah, okay? Don't build the business based on what you think it is that you should do. You're going to build the coaching program based on the results that you know how to create, leveraging what you already know how to do. And I'm going to give you an example, and this is going to help a lot of you guys kind of get this, all right? So for me, when I got started in my business, if I leveraged what I knew, simply my background was this. I had a corporate background. I worked for a Fortune 100 company as a trainer. So I know how to take anything that anybody's doing and turn it into a product that they can teach with, in essence. All right. I know how to build curriculum like the back of my hand. So that was one thing that I had gotten from my professional experience. Very easy for me. But in the same token, in terms of my life skills, because my mom made me promise that I would date myself when I was 6 months pregnant with my first son, because she was a mom that had gotten lost in motherhood and made me promise that I would always make time for the me and mommy. I started dating myself 90 minutes a week from 6 months pregnant on. And as a result of that, I had these systems in motherhood on how to never get lost within yourself. And so that was something that I knew. And I thought to merge those 2 things together, leverage what I knew. And so the coaching programs that I've built have all been based on supporting women with standing and taking a stand for themselves, but also in showing them how to package their background, their gifts, their talent, their experience into a product that they can sell. I leveraged what I knew. And I want you to understand that what you know is very valuable. Are you guys getting me? All right. And a lot of times what happens is we take for granted the things that we naturally know. We take for granted the things that people ask us about over and over and over again. And I don't want you to do this. If you want to build a profitable coaching business, a successful coaching practice, that's going to be based on the results that you already know how to achieve. And likely it is because you've achieved them yourself. You've already done it in your own life. How about that? Okay. And one of the biggest mistakes that coaches make is that they try to build a program that they think people want. But instead, what I want you to do is always focus your programs based on the resolutions, the things that you know how to solve, the results you already know how to create. Does this make sense? All right. And when you do that, one of the things you're going to find is going to be a lot easier for you to identify your target audience. Instead of you searching to the right and the left, trying to figure out who needs this, you'll know exactly who needs it because you'll know what their problems are and their pain points. I want you to think about this. When someone decides to work with a coach, the reason that you work with a coach is because they can support you in a transformation. They can support you in a result. So if your coaching program is built on already solving a problem that somebody has, then you already know that what you're creating is highly desirable. Is this making sense? If this is making sense, it's just right here. This is making sense, all right? Because a lot of times people don't get this. Do I sound like Oprah? A lot of times people don't get this, but you need to get this. You need to understand that what you know, leverage what you know, package what you know, stand on your story, your experience, your talent, your skills, and do not take that for granted. Support you in a transformation, a result. Absolutely, right? This is making sense. Mommy Mogul wrote this, all right? So this is really important to get. And if you ever want to build a successful coaching program is steeped in that. You are here to solve a problem. Absolutely, Regina. And that's the essence of every single coaching program that I've ever built does that. So like, for example, based on what my background is, my coaching programs do a couple things. One, I support every single one of my clients in understanding how to outsource, how they can save at least 60% on, administrative support, getting their websites done, finding their editors, their bloggers, their copywriters and editor, whatever it is that they need to make their business run, bookkeepers, accountants, doesn't matter. Graphic designers, I show them how they can save at a minimum 60% on those things because it's something I know how to do. Another thing that I support each of my clients with is understanding, hey, Tommy, how to take what they know, package what they know into a product that they can monetize. Because many people have great intellect, but they don't know how to take what they know and package what they know into a product that they can serve the world with. Good to see you, all right? And so if this is you, I want you to get this, all right? The third thing that I always support my clients with something I know, is how to get media. One of the things that I learned how to do was create my own media formula, how to pitch myself to the media and consistently get media, all right, at will when I want to do media. Thank you, Tommy, for sharing. As always, I appreciate that, all right? And many of them have done exactly that. That's something I know how to do. Or many of my clients have wanted to pitch their ideas, their products, their services to corporations so that they can get big deals with their books or their products or their services. Something that I've done personally. I've done 4 corporate deals with Fortune 100 companies and 1 corporate deal with a Fortune 500 company. All right. So I teach my clients what I know how to do. All right. So the fact of the matter is, a great coaching program, whatever it is going to be steeped in the outcomes, the results that you know that you can create because you created them for yourself. All right. Does that make sense? All right. Number two. All right. Number 2. The second thing I want you to keep in mind, if you want to build a successful coaching program, is you need to build a business that is time rich. Okay. And that means you've got to have the right models. So if you build a coaching business, a lot of you guys are coaches already, but maybe you're just trading time for dollars. And maybe clients are signing up with you and 1 hour at a time or something like that. And the models are totally not profitable for you. And you can't figure out, like, you're servicing clients, you're stoked when you're servicing your clients and they are getting results. But the challenge is that you're struggling with finding clients and you don't have a consistent flow of income. You've got the wrong models. If you want to build a successful coaching practice, you have got to have the right models. And those models need to be time rich. So I work about 31 hours a month from the comfort of my home, servicing my clients. I run about 8 hours a month of group coaching programs, servicing hundreds of clients every single month from my house. And I built these programs specifically to be able to support my clients with creating great results. If you don't have the right models in your coaching practice, it's very difficult to create consistent income and have a very profitable business. Really important. The money is in the model. Somebody right here, the money is in the model, okay? And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to take a stand with you here. If you're running a coaching business and it is not profitable, the thing is, you're not going to be a great coach. Let me tell you why. because you can't fully service that client. I want you to think about this for a minute. I want you to think about this for a minute. Imagine if your day was spent. This is how I spend my days, okay? I get up in the morning, and then eventually in the fall, I'll be taking my kids next week to school in the mornings. Then I go and I work out. I have my me time. I pray and I meditate, right? And I get clear. Then I spend time with myself. Then I enter the office at 11:30. All right. And then from 11:30, and I take 3 calls a day to service my clients. That's potential clients. All right. And I only do 8 calls a month that are group coaching programs. And I have about 5% of my clients are one-to-one coaching clients. So I don't have a whole lot of one-to-one coaching clients. So imagine if you have a very successful business and you have a lot of time, you can give loads and loads and loads of value to your clients. You can really be there for them. But if you don't have the right models in your business and you continue to struggle in your business when you're with your clients, you're not completely there. I want you guys to hear me on this, all right? So one of the things that's really important when you're building your coaching business is to build it with time-rich models, leveraging what you know, all right? And I taught a webinar today. If you guys, I think it'll be up through midnight. It's at bit.ly/time-rich-business. Time-rich business, bit.ly/time-rich business. And if you guys get a chance, make sure you look at it because I think it goes down at midnight today. But the fact of the matter is, it's an incredible webinar that explains to you very, very simply, the importance of having time-rich models. Time-rich models is where it's at. And this idea of trading time for dollars in business, there are no hearts, but I'm breaking it down anyway. And I'm going to tell you why there are no hearts, because people don't really, was the webinar awesome? You watched, aren't you great? It was really great. It was really great. And I poured out my heart because the thing that changed my entire world is having the right models. And people don't heart it up because they don't understand it. They're used to trading time for dollars. But one of the things I'm telling you guys is that where it's at is understanding how to compound your time, how to leverage what you know, how to be able to serve people beyond the people you can physically touch. And a lot of people never learned that. And the way that they're servicing or trying to build their coaching practices is based on the people that they can see. But I want you to understand this. I never built my business on the road. I was never a speaker on the road to build my business. I don't need to do that. My clients come to me, all right? And there's a magic in that, all right? And there's a power in that. And if you don't know how to do that, you've been struggling to get clients and you're working with clients one-to-one and you're providing great value, but you're not having great profitability in your business, the model is off. You need to understand that. Number 3, all right? Number 3. If you haven't shared yet, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Periscope, you need to get this. Today, I'm sharing 4 simple things that I did in my business to build a successful coaching practice. Number 1 is I built a product leveraging what I knew, okay? Leveraging what I knew. Number 2, you're going to build a business that is time rich, okay, with the right models. And number 3, which is where we are now, you're going to build a business that solves a big problem. Your coaching business, okay, will do amazingly well when thank you, Tommy, for putting it there. Your coaching business will do amazingly well when you solve a problem, okay? And so one of the things you got to understand, a lot of times when I look at, the programs that coaches have already set up for themselves, they are steeped in ego. Okay, even though they have a desire and a heart to serve their audience, they aren't really focused on solving the client's problems. They are instead trying to position themselves, and too early. Okay, one of the things that I learned over the years, and I've only had a couple coaching programs. Hey there, I've only had a couple coaching programs, and every single one of them have been 6 figures and beyond. And why is that? Because every program that I ever created, I only designed the coaching program to solve the biggest problem of my audience. It was never about me, and it's never about you. It is always about your client. All right. It is always about the client. Do you get this? All right. And one of the things that you need to ask yourself when you're building out your coaching programs is, what are the biggest problems that my audience has? And then how do I know to solve these problems? What do you have to solve the problems that the people that are your audience that they're having? All right. And that's what I started thinking about. I started thinking for myself about what are the biggest problems that the mom audience that I'm working with or that I want to serve have. And I was like, man, they don't know how to take a stand for themselves. Like a lot of these women are really struggling with being able to say yes to themselves. Before they can say yes to themselves, they've got to ask their spouse or ask their friends, ask their neighbors, do you think I should do this for myself? All right. And I knew that that was an issue in terms of having women be able to move forward and realize their dream. I was like, that's a problem. All right. I'm going to take a stand for that. I started thinking about other issues that women were having in my world. Always about the client. What are the biggest problems that my audience has? What do I know how to solve? Thank you for putting that there, Regina. I started thinking about other problems my audience had. They had ideas and talents and skills, but they didn't know how to structure it and put it in a program that they could monetize or serve the world with. So I knew how to do that. So I said, that's a problem that they had. I also knew that my audience was struggling with self-care and me time, and they didn't understand the difference between, you know what I mean, maintenance care and self-care. They thought that getting their hair done was in some way self-care, and it's not. It's maintenance care. And they couldn't figure out why, because they still got their hair done, that why they were still drained and tired and they didn't feel great about themselves was because they didn't have any downtime to really get clear on what was best for them. And I knew that my audience was really struggling with the fact that if they didn't know how to take time for themselves, they would never be able to add value to their family because they didn't add value to themselves, because we give who we are. Hey there, darling. And I understood that. And I said, okay, that's a problem. I know how to solve that. All right. And then I started thinking about what are the other problems that my audience had, that they were really struggling with investing in themselves. They were moms. They were used to investing in their children, but they weren't used to investing in themselves. And whenever they tried to invest in themselves, they were conflicted, right? They could write a check for their husband. They could write a check for their kids. They just couldn't write a check for themselves. And I knew that I needed to support some people in doing that because I was a person that could do that. All right. So when I started thinking about the program that I would create for my clients, it was taking a stand for these different life elements that I knew women needed to have, and all of these business things that I also knew that they needed to have. And as a result of that, those are the problems that I knew how to solve. Is this making sense? All right. And I wanted to break it down for you in this way because I think that sometimes when we hear that somebody has a coaching program or you see what a coach is doing, you don't get to look behind the curtain and say, what informed that process? But if you focus on your business solving a problem, it's always going to be very valuable because it is never about you. It is always about them. Okay? Does that make sense? It is never about you, your coaching program. It is always about them. Okay? One second. It is always about them. All right? Number four, being authentic. Okay. One of the things that's so important if you want to build an incredible coaching program is, look, don't duplicate what other people are doing. All right. Be yourself. You know, one of the greatest things that I get to stand on, and you guys know me, and if you're my client, you know me this way, I'm myself. I just sell what I know. I just serve my audience with my gifts, with my intellect, with my talent. And I've never had to study somebody, duplicate their language, look at their program and try to recreate it. And I will tell you that you can create success like that short term, or maybe even for a year or two. But inside, your internal demons will drive you crazy because it breeds insecurity. What I want you to know is that if you want to build a very successful coaching business, it's not only about the money. It's about the money, but it's also about your esteem. And building a great business is, if it's steeped on your authenticity, if it's based on your gifts, your talents, and your skills, if it's you understanding that you are enough, it is going to be an amazing program. And if you build a program based on somebody else's skills and talent and ability by Google searching or duplicating their language or copying what they put out there in the marketplace, what's going to happen is you're going to limit your access to people people who can really support you, number one, not going to make friends. Number two, what's going to happen long term, you're going to become insecure because you're not going to learn to trust yourself. Great coaches create transformations in themselves and other people. How do you create a transformation in yourself? Copying other people. That's not transformational. Being a creative duplicator at all. All right? And one of the things that I know for sure, I remember when I was building my business years ago, and I'm like building this mom coaching business, right? Nobody knows what mom coaching is. I just knew internally that's what I am and who I am. And I just knew it would work, even if no one else was doing it. All right. And I just was beating into my own drum and attracting my ideal client. And I believe that the reason that I never had to go on the road to speak like so many coaches, that's how they build that coaching business, is because I didn't need to. My business is steeped in my authenticity. And I hope that as you guys come on here, you get to feel my heart. You know that I'm myself, okay? I'm always this way. I'm this way at the PTA meeting. I'm this way at any board meeting. I'm this way on my live streams. I'm this way at my live events. This is who I am. And as a result of me being 100% who I am, I'm able to attract my ideal client. And any of my clients will tell you that I've ever met my clients, I attract amazing people, okay? Because they are a reflection of me. And that's what you've got to understand. So if you are a coach and you want to build a wildly successful coaching business and you cheat, you steal, you fake, you copy, you're going to attract a lot of people that do that. And so when you're meeting people who are duplicating your programs, it's likely because you duplicated others. All right. And I'm just breaking it all the way down. I attract amazing people. And certainly we all get that 1 to 2 to 3% of people who don't match our demographics. But it's such an insignificant number in my business that honestly, it's irrelevant. It's not the dominant part of my business. And I want to tell you that if you want to build an incredible coaching business, you have got to be authentic. You need to be 100% yourself. I learned this years ago. I've studied with the best. I've trained with the best. Okay, good to see you. I've trained with the best. And one of the things that I've learned from training with them, I love working with them. Thank you. I appreciate you. Training with the best is that they've always just been themselves. All right, 100%. And I value that. And all of my coaches have created what I call sustainable success. And that is one of the things that's really important to me. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I told you 2 parts to the scope. 4 strategies that I use to build a successful coaching business. Let me just recap quickly. Number 1, thank you guys. Number 1, build a product leveraging what you know. All right, build your business based on your background, your skills, your education, your gifts, your talent. That's what my clients do. They take what they know how to do. We think about who you can serve with that. And as based on that, you start to create a product for that demographic, leveraging what you know. But how do you get others to want to partner and connect with you when you aren't well known? That's great. All right, I'm going to do part 2. Just bookmark that, okay? And I'm going to do a live Q&A in a couple minutes, all right? That's part 2, right? Part 1, I'm going to answer these questions and recap. And part 2, I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to answer that too. All right, number 1 is build a product leveraging what you know. Stand on your gifts, your talent, your experience. And this idea, like if you're a Christian and people tell you, like, you're going to be a coach and, you know, you need to lose that Christian part. Like, no. Okay, that's who you are. Stand on who you are, okay, and be who you are, okay, because you're going to be more powerful in that. So this idea that you can't bring the different elements of who you are into coaching is not real, okay? I want you to understand that. And you got to understand that the person giving you that advice just hasn't built an amazing business doing that. Doesn't mean that there's one right path. I'm a mom coach and a business coach, and I merge those things together. All right, number 2, build a business that is time rich. This idea of trading time for dollars in your model. You know, a lot of times people want to trade time for dollars in their coaching business because that's all they learned. Like maybe in your job, you know, you got a job and somebody said, hey, you're going to make $75 an hour, trade time for dollars, right? So that's your mindset. But what I'm telling you is that in your business, that's not how it works. People buy you based on the results that you create for them. Your environment does not dictate your value. As in a workplace, your environment dictates the value. In your business, your results, the transformation you provide for the people you serve is what dictates the value. All right. When I support a client with getting a media deal, fact of the matter is, what's the value of being on a television show? You know what I mean? One time, what's the value of that? If I show you how to build a product that's, a high ticket product, $5,000, $10,000, and you can sell it over and over again, what's the value of that in your life? All right. So one of the things I want you to understand is think about the transformation you provide a client. Number 3, build a business that solves the biggest problems for your audience. All right. Nothing fluffy, nothing. Okay. And if you do that, you will never hunt for customers. I'm not hunting for customers. My clients choose me every single day, Monday through Friday. I have the fortune to talk to people who want to speak with me. They pick me. All right. And I mean, I pick them too, but they pick me. And they pick me because I solve problems. And I know what I know how to solve. Do you know what you know how to solve? Stand in it. Number 4, be 100% authentic. If you are a believer, say you're a believer. Okay? You know what I'm saying? You guys always hear me. I work with people, they're smart, they're sharp, they believe in self-investment, and they believe in God. And if you've ever said, well, why do you say, Mia, your clients have to believe in God? Well, I believe that anyone can be saved by the blood. There's no doubt about it. But if you're going to work with me, you have to believe in God. Because the kind of community that I have, I need people in there that are compassionate, that are giving, that are loving, that have the elements of Christ. All right? Because that's the kind of community that I want. So you got to believe in God. You got to believe in something bigger than yourself. All right? If you want to work with me. And that's the kind of community that I have. And it's an amazing community. I work with this year over 150 some people already this part of the year. It's just amazing. I love it. Okay. And I don't hunt clients. I'm not hustling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not grinding every day to find customers. My clients choose me based on the value I provide. All right. Based on me being authentic, based on me standing on my story, and they will choose you for the exact same reasons. So I hope you guys got value from this today. Now, if you got value, all I want you to do is just tell me one aha that you got, one lesson that you learned as a result of what you heard today. And if you can, check out my webinar that I taught tonight on how to build a business with time-rich models. I don't know how much longer it's going to be up. bit.ly/time-rich models, right? bit.ly time-rich models, okay? What was one thing that you got from this this scope tonight? All right, what was one lesson, one thing that you learned? Just write it here. I'd love to read what you guys got, okay, as a result of being here, okay? You will attract amazing people into your life and business. You will attract what you deserve. You missed the webinar today. That webinar was amazing. Okay, your clients will choose you when you are authentic. They will. They'll choose you. All right. My clients choose me. They pick me. Whenever I talk to them, they already know they want to work with me. All right. We just got to figure out the right fit and whether or not what I have is right for them and whether or not they are ready to do it. You know what I mean? I don't work with people who are interested. I work with people who are at go. They're ready to get it done. Right. So that's the reality. What else did you learn? I love that. People are attracted to authenticity. Be true to yourself and to them. That means sharing all of who you are. What problem does my experience, background, and knowledge solve for others? Don't you change your foundation, your whole truth to who you are. This is the thing. If you want to attract people, you know what I mean? That you want to work with, why would you leave out part of your story? Stand on your story. I do. And it's really, really important. Are there any other lessons, any other ahas? You guys had some great ones today. So I want to thank you so much for your time. As I mentioned, that was part 1. Part 2 is that I want to also share with you guys what do you do? I'm a business and life coach. So I want to share with you guys the opportunity to do a live Q&A. We'll just roll right into it. So if you have any questions for me, I'll do my best and I'll answer those. Thank you so much, right? If you're not profitable, change the model, right? Like if you're not profitable, you got to change that model, because coaching is a very, very, very profitable business. But if you're not generating income in your coaching business, then it's because you have the wrong models. And likely you don't have mentorship. And if you don't have mentorship, likely that means you're not an investor. And if you're a coach and you don't have a coach, then how do you expect to build a great coaching business without the model? How do you expect people to invest in coaching in you and you don't invest in coaching for yourself? It's not going to work. Okay. I'm just telling you. All right. Every time I work with a coach at a high level, they teach me things that I do not know. All right. You do not. You do not. I do not have a certification as a coach. I built my own curriculum. I've made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars each and every year with my programs that I've built myself. And my coach actually runs a coaching school and recommended that I not even go through her school, because I had the ability to create my own coaching program based on standing on my life. Some of my clients do get certification. It's a great thing if you want to. And some of my clients don't. Yeah. All right. Are there any Q&As any questions for me? I want to answer that. The floor is open. Okay. Are there any questions for me? All right. Today I made an incredible offer to people who wanted to join my giant circle. I gave them over $3,500 in bonuses. And it was incredible. So many people signed up today. It was like amazing. That attended the webinar. It was like electric, really. And it's just such a great honor to be able to serve people who are at go and ready to just, they're on fire for change, all right. Are there any other questions? Are there any other questions or comments? We actually had a woman who won a 60-minute coaching session with me who just survived the Harvey hurricane. We didn't even know it. We randomly picked her. We had no idea. And she won 60 minutes of coaching with me, which is just amazing. I can't wait to support her and help her create that transformation that she wants, that shift that she wants and deserves. When clients choose you, is there ever a time when you don't accept them? Bad fit. Absolutely, all the time. So in order for me to work with a client, most of my clients come to me and they don't know what their product's going to be. But I do have a couple prerequisites before I work with someone. One, you have to be an investor if you want to be in business. All right. So if you want to work with me and you want to build a business, most of my clients want to build a 6-figure business and beyond business, right? So the fact of the matter is, just copy and paste that, all right? So the fact of the matter is that you've got to be an investor. You're going to have to invest time, money, and energy if you want to build a business. And if you're investment adverse, then I don't work with you, because the reality is you're gonna have to build a website. You're gonna have to do things, okay, in order to grow your business. I'm looking for people who want to do the work. And so those are times that I don't invest in people. And I also don't, I won't work with someone. And I also will not work with people who are not respectful. So I don't work with people who don't value other people. They don't value relationships. The number one currency of relationships. So if you work with people who don't get that, then one of the things you realize is that those are the people who are takers. They'll take from people in your community and they will take from you. All right. And that might be they don't value relationships because maybe their primary relationships growing up didn't honor them. And as a result of that, they don't know what it looks like when you shine love on them. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things that I love to do with my clients, and they'll tell you, is that I over deliver all the time. I'm always going to love on you, right? I'm not going to sit on you like a hen, but I'm going to love on you. I want you to get it. Okay. And you got to be a person that has the esteem that can handle that. And not everybody can. So one of the things that I do, if you're not a fit in that way, then I won't take a client on, because that's really important to me as well. You got to be willing to do the work. You got to be teachable. You got to be coachable. All my clients are smart and they're sharp and they're go-getters. They're action takers. So, but the fact, you got to be coachable. You got to, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be the person that you didn't come to talk. You came to listen. You came to learn what you do not know. All right. And that's really important as well. All right. And you got to realize you are a giant. Like, I work with giants, right? People who, giants make noise. You can't work with people who are brilliant and smart and amazing and they not make noise. They do. All right. Are there any other questions? Somebody else had put a question here, but I can't read the questions and answer them at the same time. So make sure you copy the question when you post it here. Are there any other questions? Are there any other questions? I hope that you guys got value today. If you've been interested in working with a coach and you're like, hey, I kind of want to work with you, Mia, then sign up for a strategy session, bit.ly/coach with Mia, bit.ly/coach with Mia, and sign up for a strategy session. Love to speak with you. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, rock your world, and see how I can support you. Now, I don't do free coaching, so this is only for you if you're looking to work with a coach. You're looking to work with a coach, and then I can see how I can support you. How do people get people to want to connect with you when you're new to of speaking, right? So I don't know if you're saying speaking, but if you're new in your business and people don't know you and you're a coach, there are so many different things you can do. But one of the things that is great is you need a great funnel so that people can choose you. Most of the people that I work with every single day, or I talk to Monday through Friday, I've never talked to them before. They've never met me before. So they're not choosing me because I've got some big platform. I've got a great platform. They're choosing me because I solve a problem. And one of the biggest misconceptions in coaching is that you have to be famous, you need to be well known, or you need to coach hundreds of people in order for you to attract your clients. And that's not true. You need to have great marketing funnels set up. And if you don't have that, you don't know how to do that, that's what you need to be investing in learning how to set up that process in your business. There are ways that you can set up your business so that clients can pick you too. All right. Because most of the people I talk to, I've never met. 99% of my clients I have never met before. Right? They do tell you that, right? 99% of my clients I've never met before. They've never met me. I've never seen them before. All right. And so this is really important. And I built my business over, last 11 years all online. Most of my clients come to me online. So I never built my business by going from event to event. So what I'm telling you is true. And when I first got started in business, nobody knew who I was, what I was doing. I didn't even have a whole lot of results, okay, to even, put out there. Are there any other questions for me? Did that support you guys? Hopefully that answered your question. Did that support you guys? All right. All right. Are there any other questions? Okay. Thank you, Leslie. All right. Thank you, Chris. Are there any other questions? How do you add value to people when you have a lot of time to bring out, when you have a lot of time to bring out your business? All right. Well, I think I'm trying to understand what you're saying. How do you add value? So I add value to my clients because a couple things. Because if I have the right models in your business, if you have a time-rich model, let's say I was talking to clients. Imagine this. Let's say I had 40 clients a week that I talked to for 1 hour. I work 40 hours a week and I'm on the phone 40 hours a week. I'm exhausted. Okay. So first of all, let's think about that. So I'm not going to probably want to pick up my phone and call any client and say, hey, did you implement this or that? If I'm working like that, because I'm tired from talking on the phone all day. But imagine if instead I'm working 8 hours a month actually servicing my clients, and I'm putting in another hour and a half every single day, or 2.5 hours max, right? Talking to potential clients. Now I've got plenty of energy to be able to pick up the phone and add value to my clients because I've got the right models. So the thing is, if you have the right models in your business, you're going to be able to show up in so many more amazing ways to be able to support your clients. Wrong models, likely you're not going to have the energy to do what you want to do, to build the kind of company that you want that's service oriented. All right. That's one thing. The other thing I think is important in coaching, building coaching business, is the infrastructure of the business. And often coaches don't know how to build a solid infrastructure within their business. A great coaching business is built on a solid foundation. And if you don't have that, that's really important. That's one of the things that I teach my clients. Some of them like to wiggle around it, but there's no getting around it. At the end of the day, you might be able to keep 10 clients, 15 clients in your head, but you're not going to be able to build a business that serves the world, 25 clients or more in your mind. You got to have systems set up to be able to build a solid coaching business and practice. All right. Really important. Automation is very important in business. And client care is very important in coaching business. And any of you guys know my client and my team, I've got a really great team that really care about servicing my clients. All right. And I couldn't service 150 people by myself. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible. Okay. I'll provide great service to them. Impossible. but I can do that with a team. And the infrastructure is very important in your coaching practice. And that's something that's really important to me, client care. All right. Anything else? Any other questions? Did that answer your question? Hopefully it did. Did that answer your question? Are there any other questions on the floor? All right. This is the live Q&A piece. Like I said, I wanted to answer those questions. I did teach in the first half of the scope, and then the second half I wanted to answer any questions that you guys have. You had some great questions tonight. And I'd love to support you if you've been, thank you so much. I'd love to support you if you've been looking to work with a coach, like hands raised. If you're looking to work with a coach, you're looking to work with a master coach, I've got an incredible opportunity through the Giant Circle. I think the link is, I might have to look it up. Let me, you guys want to know the link? If you want to know the link, I'll get up and get it, okay? But it's an incredible opportunity. We've got some great bonuses tonight. And if somebody's interested, and I'll go over on my computer and look it up. Otherwise, then I won't go. Okay. 1 second. I got to go and look it up. Bonuses. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for staying. Thank you for staying. So what you can do is go to bit.ly Giants Bonuses. All right. It's called Giants. Oh, who is that? Giants with an S. Bonuses. All right. So it's bit.ly / Giants with an S. Bonuses. Okay. Yes. All right. Make sure you test that. And there you will find that's the promotion that I have. Now, I'm not sure how. I think that it goes away at midnight tonight, actually. But it's from the webinar today. Basically, it's over. It's like amazing. So you get over $3,500 in bonuses. You get a complimentary ticket to my retreat, which is $550. You get my program, my training called Profit Strategy, there are 5 different modules that I teach you on my favorite profit strategies, my client booking formula, and my retreat formula for building a profitable event, how to get paid to create content, and 2 other incredible modules. You also get my product formula class that I just started teaching last week. That is how to create product, how to outsource to get the product done. The third week is how to position your offer. And the fourth week is how to find buyers for your program. Both of those programs sell for $14.97 each. So those are over really $3,000, and you get a ticket to the retreat. In addition to the Giant Circle, which is my 90-minute mentorship program, where every single month for 90 minutes is really 2 hours. I'm going to call for 2 hours. I answer every question that the group has. And you will benefit if you're an author, speaker, coach, or consultant, because I answer every question. All calls are recorded. If you just knew what to do, you would do it. You'd be able to do it. And so that's what I do. I answer every question. It's my honor to answer the questions. My clients will tell you I give amazing value on that call. I don't hold back. I answer everything because I want you to be able to know what to do in your business. And then you also get my 13.5-hour curriculum on how to build a six-figure business leveraging what you know from the comfort of your home. And there are 3 modules in that: how to build a time-rich business, also how to build a business using webinars, teleseminars, and how to build your six-figure business using live events. All of those are my six-figure strategies, and I share all of that. You get all of that. And you get Scope School, which is my video coaching program, over 500 videos. So all of that comes in the program. There are no hearts, but I'm breaking it down, thinking you guys are there. bit.ly/giant bonuses, okay? Bit.ly giant bonuses, right? bit.ly giant bonuses. Make sure you guys check it out. And that page is actually going to change. I think it changes at midnight tonight. I did a webinar today, and we decided to keep it up until midnight tonight, and then after that it goes away. All right. And at the end of that, that's it. You know, it's just an incredible bonus. Over $3,500 in gifts, like real gifts. If you bought any of those classes that I'm telling you about, that are the bonuses, that's how much they are. That's what you're going to pay for on my site. So I'm giving you over $3,500 in bonuses when you sign up. It's like incredible. All right. And every single thing, my only goal is to support you in moving forward, and to mentor you. I mean, okay. Okay. If you don't have a product, when you scope, do you talk about what you plan to build? Yeah, sure. I think if you don't have a product, you have to understand first and foremost that you are the product. So you already have a product. You are the product, okay? But the first of all, you can talk about the problems you know how to solve. That's how you find your audience. So I only talk about the things that I know about. So I only talk about the problems that I know how to solve. So I have a very targeted audience whenever I come on any of my social media platforms. My job is to shift it by just talking about the things that I know about. All right, so that's what I do. Did that answer your question, Regine? I hope so. All right. Are there any questions? If you guys have had a chance to look at the page, bit.ly Giants bonuses, bit.ly Giants bonuses. That's the link, bit.ly/Giants bonuses. It's an incredible opportunity. If you guys have been watching me and you're like, I want to work with you, I don't know that you're going to find anything as good that I'm going to offer. Is a pretty incredible deal, over $3,500, including a ticket to my retreat. I sell a ticket for $550. That's included as well. So if you're coming to my event, you get a ticket, and you're probably going to come to my event. There's no way you're going to come to my event and not want to work with me. If you're there with me for 3 days, you are going to want to work with me at the end of 3 days. That's what happens. So this is probably your best opportunity to get a ticket anyway and come. And my only goal is to support you. Are there any questions about the Giant Circle? It's a 90-minute Q&A, group Q&A every month. You're going to benefit from getting your questions answered, knowing exactly what you need to do to move forward in your life or your business. But also, you're going to learn from the other people that are asking questions and that you didn't even know to ask. And you're gonna say, oh my goodness, you learned as a result of what you heard. All right. So I'm just saying, are there any questions? All right. Anyone interested? Anybody sound interested in that? Any questions about the Giant Circle? Like I said, I think it goes away at midnight. I don't even know what time it is right now, but it's probably about 10:30, 11 o'clock, something like that. So if that's something that is of interest to you, then I definitely want you to check it out and take action on it. And that's it. All right. So if there are not any questions for me, then I'm going to sign off. But I want to thank you for your time tonight. I appreciate you for joining me. I really do. And I'm Mia Redrick. I'm the mom strategist. I support clients with both life and business success. You can always check me out at miaredrick.com or on Facebook, Mia Redrick, the mom strategist. Again, check it out. Mia, did you see my post in our Facebook group a few days ago? I don't think I saw it. What did you post? I'll go look. In life and business success, I'll go and check. I haven't seen it, right? No, I'll go and look. No, what did you post? I'm going to go and look at it, okay? I'll go look at it as soon as I get off, okay? All right. Thank you, Mira. Great info. Thank you so much, Jocelyn. Good to see you. All right. Oh, HuffPost. Okay. I'll go look at it over there and I'll post it. Are you looking to do an article for HuffPost? All right. I will go over there and I'll give you my comment, my feedback there. Are there any other questions? Are there any other questions for me? Okay. I want to thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. I hope you look at the giant circle. It's incredible. Like I'm telling you, it's incredible. I'm not hyping you on it. I'm telling you. Where do you watch? Where do you watch? Where do you watch? You are always give great value. Thank you so much. You mean where do you watch that webinar? The webinar is bit.ly/, bit.ly/time rich business, and the offer for the giant circle is, I just forgot it, bit.ly. What did I say? Something bonuses. Anybody remember? I can't remember, Tommy. I can't remember. Okay. Whatever. Anybody remember? Something bonuses. I can't remember. But in any event, I want to thank you guys. Yeah, Giants bonuses. Thank you so much. Giants with an S bonuses. So bit.ly / Giants bonuses. Okay. Or if you want to see the webinar bit.ly / time rich business. If you want to see that webinar, I don't know how long it's going to be up. I know that the bonuses go down at midnight. So I just want to tell you guys. All right. I love you. Have a great night. Talk to you soon. Tommy, I'm going to hop over there and take a look at what you wrote. Okay. Bye.